everyone. I'm Chris O'Neill from Sew the Distance. This is my wonderful, handsome son, one of my handsome sons. Thank you. He's here visiting from Vermont, and I'm going to quiz him on quilting acronyms. Now, he has been in, the quilting world for 28 plus years with me. He's seen me quilt while you were growing up, right?
I've seen you quilt, but I don't.
You don't really know anything about it?
I know some stuff.
You know some stuff, right?
Yeah.
So, okay. So I got some acronyms. Don't cheat. No, so okay. We're going to do our acronyms, okay? So we're going to start with one that you probably hear the most, which is UFO.
Yes.
What does that mean? UFO.
That is unidentified fabric owner.
Unidentified fabric owner. So what, you have like some fabric and you don't know who it belongs to and you're like,
whose is this?
It actually is unfinished object.
Unfinished, that's not an acronym. That's one word.
Well, yeah, we take a little, U.
That's a UO.
It's a UO. Well, that's totally, if you owe somebody, then I owe you. UO. No, yeah, unfinished object.
Unfinished
And you hear it all the time. You're like, how many UFOs do you have?
Okay. All right. How many UFOs do you have?
We don't talk about that. Never you mind. Okay, moving on.
Questions to not ask your mother.
Or really quilter,
or your wife, or your husband,
or whoever. Your quilter, the quilter in your life.
The quilter in your life.
You don't need to know that. Okay, what about a whip? W-I-P.
A whip.
Whip.
Okay. Man, I don't know. What would the W's throwing me off? Without help, paints.
Paints. Now you're just guessing. Okay.
I like without help. Okay. Without help, it's not possible.
I'm going to give you the first word.
Okay.
Works.
Works in my quilt.
What's the P for? You got works in?
Works in whip. Works in progress.
Yes!
Yeah, wait, we say this at work. I thought this had an H in it.
No, it's works in progress for.
No, this is a term everyone uses.
Is it really?
It's a work in progress.
I don't think I knew that. Yeah, it's a whip.
The whip.
The whip.
I thought there was an H.
Okay.
That's what really threw me off.
All right. If I said I'm going to do some FMQ today, what would I be doing?
FMQ. It sounds like research. Like you're doing some,
Forensic.
Something quilting. Forensic M quilting.
It's actually free motion quilting.
Free motion quilting.
Yes. So it's where you don't have like a pattern. You're not doing straight quilting. You just kind of free motion.
Okay.
Okay.
How
you
often
can have a pattern. That? I'm learning.
Oh, cool.
Okay, right over there. That's what
that's free motion.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I have a quilt that I'm working on.
You have to put a photo.
Yeah, I'll put a photo. Okay. All right, that sounds good. All right, how about WOF?
Woof. What is this? WOF. Work of fame. This is your favorite work.
This is, that's nice.
Work.
Your woof.
Your favorite.
Your favorite.
Yeah.
It's actually width of fabric.
Width?
So this is a pattern.
Of fabric.
Width, like how wide.
How wide.
Yeah. So if you're reading a pattern, this would be something you'd see in a pattern. They would say cut 2.5 inches by WOF.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, by width of fabric.
Yeah.
So I've spent just taking the time to write that all out. It would be width of fabric, okay?
Cool.
In that same line, so this is in a pattern. I'll give you a hint. It's in a pattern. You'd see this in a pattern. RST.
Something, it's in a pattern, so you're like following a pattern, right? That's how it works? Yeah, RST. Remember something today.
It's actually right sides together.
Right sides together, okay.
So if you're sewing something, you'd put it right sides together, sew it, and then open it up.
Neat, okay.
So I'd say put that to right sides together.
That's a tricky one.
That is. All right, let's see.
Right sides together.
Okay, this one's tricky too.
Yeah?
Okay, this is something that quilters will sometimes do. Okay, and it's QAL.
QA.
This is kind of like an event type thing, sort of.
Quilt and learn. Quilt and learn.
I like it. That's not what it is, but that's good.
Ah, man.
You're not going to like this acronym either because it's like UFO where it's...
They skip something or it's 2 words in one?
Should be QA.
QA. Quality assurance.
Quality assurance, it's true.
Yeah.
Question and answer.
Question and answer.
It's quilt along.
Quilt along. Okay, so it's kind of like a quilt and learn.
Sort of, except for you're making a quilt, you're working with a teacher usually and quilting alongside them with them.
Or like following a Bob Ross painting.
Yes, a quilt along is like that. And usually it's like weekly installments or there's a certain amount of
You can pause
installments. Well, you could pause it, but you could also watch like a YouTube video a week. Like quilt alongs usually, you know, there's companies that do them and stuff, and everybody does them. But if I said I'm doing a summer quilt along, it would mean that every week there'd be installments.
Okay,
cool. I tell them like the instructions and all, or not the instructions, what they'd have to buy in the first week, all that. We'd make a quilt together.
Fun.
Okay, but not together. Okay, here's a fun one. What's a wombat?
A wombat, that's long.
Yeah.
Oh man, why do so many of them start with W?
This one is also not that common.
Width of.
This is when you just hate your project after it's done.
Oh, that's a wombat.
It's a wombat,
throw
right?
it away. I guess I don't know if people throw it away.
So,
take it apart.
You could take it apart. People probably do throw them away.
Wombat.
Probably shouldn't throw them away. You should probably try it, or give it to somebody. They're gonna love it.
It's like womp womp.
Womp 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 wompat.
Womp wompat. What is it?
It is a waste of money. Batting.
And time.
And time. Waste of money, batting, and time is your wombat. All right.
Oh no.
All right. One
terrible.
last term. What if I said to you, I'm gonna frog it?
You're gonna frog it.
I'm gonna frog it. I can find some props for this.
Frog. You're gonna. Is it something to do with like repurposing? You're gonna put it on. Oh, is frogging like setting it to the side? Like I'll get back to it. Kind of like a UFO. It's on the lily pad.
It's on the lily pad. So it's your favorite tool.
Oh, okay.
Seam ripper.
Yep.
You're gonna rip it. It's frogging it.
Okay, so that's not an acronym, but it's like
no, it's not an acronym.
It's a
term.
term.
It's a term. Rip it.
That's funny. I like
Isn't
that.
that good?
That's cute.
All right, one last term. I'll do that, and then we'll close it out.
Sure.
Because we talked about this a little in the car, but I have to get something. I'll be right back.
Okay.
So this is a yard of fabric, and this is actually.
Oh, I know where we're going.
What is a fat quarter?
A fat quarter could be a few things in my head. I know they come stacked sometimes, maybe.
Let me get a fat quarter bundle.
Yeah, they come in a bundle. So I thought it has something to do with a quarter, like being a certain distance.
Fat quarter bundle.
But a little bit bigger because it's a fat quarter. It's got to be like a quarter of a yard, but a little bigger.
Okay.
Maybe that's what it is. I don't know.
All right.
They give you a lot of them. It could be a quarter pounder, like a sandwich.
This is just a collection.
A collection.
You can buy them separately.
Yeah.
This is just because your mom loves them.
It's fun to grip it.
You grip it or rip it. Rip it. All right. So a fat quarter, and you're close. It does have to do with a quarter. So this is a yard of fabric.
Yeah.
Okay. This is your width of fabric, WOF, right? So it's about 44 inches, about 42 to 44 inches. Let me turn it around so you can see the pretty fabric, right? And then you cut, in the United States at least, a yard of fabric, which is 36 inches. Okay?
Is that a quarter?
Well, not a quarter yard, because that would be a quarter yard cut, right? That would be, okay? That'd be, 9 inches, right? A fat quarter is if you take a yard of fabric and fold it in half, so selvage to selvage, right? And then you fold it in half again.
That's a quarter.
Well, it's a quarter the fat way.
Oh, I was kind of
So this is the cut of fabric.
Yeah.
So if I were going to cut this piece of fabric, it's folded into quarters. That's why sometimes they're usually around 18 to 22 inches, but sometimes they're 18 to 20. They're always 18.
Yeah.
Okay, but the width of fabric really determines how wide your fat quarter is, because it's a quarter yard. Cut the fat way, not the long way.
The fat way. So I was close.
So it's not like, you were close. You were close. So that's what it is. It's a very common cut. You can buy fat quarter, because it's a nice amount. But if you had just a quarter yard, it'd only be, like that much, a strip of fabric.
Yeah, that's
all
a
the way
scrap.
down. Well, sort of.
Sort of.
You can use quarter. That's a whole nother story. But there's also fat eighths, which I bet you can guess what that is.
It's the same thing.
Just an eighth. Yes. All right. That does it.
That does it. Cool.
Let me know what you think if you have any others that you want us to address or ask or whatever. Fun. All right. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope you take some time to sew, and I'll see you real soon. Bye.
Bye.
Okay.
Sure.
All right. Hi everyone, we're back with my son, Mitchell. This is one of my sons. Isn't he cute? So handsome. All right, we're gonna do acronyms, or quilting.
Quilting acronyms.
Quilting acronyms.
You want to say it again?
Yeah.
Or no? Sure.
Yeah.
Is that backed up enough?
I think so.
Okay.
What do you think?
Probably.
Probably. Okay.